the city of brotherly love, home of the Liberty Bell, where the 76ers are looking to take on a Western Conference opponent. 2K Sports. Brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. And of course, DeAndre Ayton. This is his first game in his new Philadelphia 76ers uniform.
Man, that trade is something that has just electrified this entire fan base, the players, the people working for the organization. They think it may be that piece of the puzzle necessary to finally get this team over the hump.
Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I'd throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
Three young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. There's Porter with the three. It's rebounded by Paul. Levine wide open. Hangs home the trifecta.
Solid at realizing when to take these shots. Levine's eyes light up. His passes are coming his way.
To the inside. And then Bosh with the dunk.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Now here's Levine. Into the
Got to give Levine some love. Many of the dunks he pulls off are just flat out nasty.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Here's Paul with the teardrop, and it's good on the layup.
Feathery shot from the clever veteran. I mean, Paul's timing and release just right.
Ginobili outside. Driving in, and it's slammed in by Ginobili.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish? Oh, look at him fly!
Get out of the way!
And I love it whenever Oladipo gets tricky with it, putting on a show for everyone with that one.
On the wing, Porter. Ginobili attacking. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. Oladipo misses.
Well, they weren't going to stay perfect forever, but still shooting 80% from the floor to start the game.
Pass to Ayton. It's stolen by Oladipo. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Jones from outside. Nailed from three-point land.
And Jones is known to be a deadly three-point shooter. A beautiful shooting motion there on those triples.
And taken away by Paul. It's Oladipo on the wing. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Oladipo's got his 3rd basket of the night. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. The 76ers trailed by 6. Now let's go to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Taylor Jenkins.
Thanks, Kevin. He thinks the big issue for them is to make things difficult inside. He understands that their opponent has a physical presence, but he wants his guys to match that physicality or surpass it. Obviously a tough order to fill, but they have to do it.
Thank you, David.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Their goal on D is to not give him any clean looks from long range.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Hayes. The 76ers again can't hit it. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Here's Bosch. Misses the baby hook. Payne looking around. For 3, Harris connects from three-point range.
He's improving from distance. Now, that's one of the things Harris has worked on, and the work has paid off.
Pass to Bosch. It's blocked, but he recovers it. Goes back up. Oladipo kicks it out to Jones. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one, good.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw tonight.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
In the corner, it's Harris. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
This is what the play's designed to do. Space the floor. Get Harris a look that he likes.
And stolen by Okongwu. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 3. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
They're showing a lot of energy in the open court here in the first half, pushing it every chance they get and racking up those points on the break.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kevin, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
They set the pick. Clock at 4. Here's the lob to the hoop. And stolen by Harris. Ginobili with the ball. Jones covering. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Tipped away. Porter with the steal. Now here's Levine. He has 6. And Levine throws it down.
Stellar awareness from Levine. I mean, seeing an opening and ripping through it with this relentless athletic.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Levine. He's got 8. Out to Harris. Ginobili outside. 5 to shoot. And he banks in the layup. Ginobili's got his second bucket of the night.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
And Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's number 2 on him already. A third foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some pine.
Teardrop shot. And the layup is good. Paul's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
Always in total control. I mean, Paul knows how to maximize his options in the screen and roll. This time, takes it himself.
Ayton inside. And it's sent back by Bosch. Bounce pass from Paul. Outside, Jones. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Pass to Craig. Now Jones. And Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
And Okongwu has it in the corner. Payne with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Hayes, no good.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Here's Oladipo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And simply look at how Oladipo is built. Dude has a huge upper body. It is hard to check that.
Second free throw, no good. 76ers trailing. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
Brooks from outside. And the dunk by Bosch. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. Goodness.
Outside Hill. Porter outside. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss. Paul left side. From 11 feet away. Here's Craig. Oladipo outside. To the paint. It's deflected. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Payne. And he converts the layup.
way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Yeah, and defensively, you'd like to see a greater effort to change ends.
Now Paul. Outside Bosch. Pass to Oladipo. Good, and it's Bosch picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 11 points.
Excellent display of timing on the catch and shoot there. Oladipo plays quick but smart.
And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul. "16 seconds left in the first half. And here's Porter. Driving to the basket. And finished off by Porter.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 3. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Out left to the wing. Here's Melton. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row. And though he's very active at the offensive end, Melton probably makes his biggest impact defensively.
I agree, Jay. He works hard, shows good instincts, and reads the passing very well. He's also disruptive with his speed, his length. And I like that he can play physical. He can get you out of your rhythm.
Pass to Melton. Kicks it out to Jones. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
But you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Melton, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
There's Levine, and it's blocked. Jones for 3. That shot is off. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Outside Hill. Pass to Harris for the 3. 76ers with the new shot clock. Here's Levine. Wow, hammering it in!
And this gets the team fired up. Levine is an energizer who enjoys dropping the hammer on the drive.
Jones for 3. Sinks the triple. Jones has got 11.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks sheltered.
And here's Levine. Now here's Ayton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Ginobili with the 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Ginobili's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
How about that lefty stroke there from Ginobili? It is a thing of beauty. He is dialed in from deep.
Bounce pass from Paul. To the middle. Here's Bosch. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
his energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off, and the D is struggling to keep up.
Here's Ginobili. Out to the right wing. Here's Okongwu. Out to Harris. Six on the shot clock. It's Ginobili outside. Craig pulls it in. And so it's Memphis with it. The lead is 2. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Jones, no one around him. Off target from 3-point range.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Ayton in the high post. Ginobili gets a wide open look. Good on the 3-point shot. Ginobili's got 6 points in the quarter.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Here's Craig. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Some changes for Memphis. 32 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside, Levine. And he's good on the 3-ball. Levine's got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooter.
Jumboya can't get it to go.
He's not an easy man to stop, but he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
There's the drive. Payne's shot is good.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The 76ers leading by 6. Here's Hill from deep. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And so it's Ginobili bringing it up now for the 76ers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. It's Ginobili on the wing. Pass to Hayes. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Chris Bosh.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
They played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the steals to prove it.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Harris a screen. Hill drives in. Makes it off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 10.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
Philadelphia leading by 10. On the wing, Porter. Going inside. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
And this is a guy who just naturally draws fouls at a very high rate. That time, Porter takes him off the bounce. And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Brooks outside. And the three off target. So it's Philadelphia now. 11-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Paul with the ball. Brooks outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
If you're playing like Chris Paul, you better have your hands ready. If you're open, he'll find you, or you're going to get hit in the head.
Harris up top. Ayton wide open. The 76ers with another miss.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Here's Paul. And the layup's good off the glass.
You can't keep CP3 down. I mean, even when you body him up.
Let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Paul with the steal. Oladipo for 3. Can't hit that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside, Ginobili. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
And there's that scorer's mentality that Oladipo possesses, which really puts the defense in a bind trying to stop him.
Philadelphia with the ball. They lead by 7. Now Levine. He takes it in. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And shots like this one, it gets Levine going. I mean, he loves showing off that big boy muscle on these contact finishes.
From deep, Brooks. And another miss by Memphis. The 76ers leading by 9. Ginobili right side. Down low. Here's Ayton. And he gets it to go.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Oladipo outside. From deep 3-point range, Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Philadelphia.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the 76ers.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Zach LaVine.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And Ayton throws it down. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 12 rebounds.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Bembry. No good on the triple. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline.
Timeout.
And, of course, John Morant. A part of this lineup, we'll see how they do without him.
And to say the deal changes the look and the feel of this franchise, quite frankly, is stating the obvious. They are a vastly different team than they were just a few days ago, obviously looking long-term rather than short.
I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are three guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Murray outside. Over in the corner, Rozier. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. I did speak with the Pistons head coach for a little while. One challenge that he, like all coaches mention, is dealing with the sharp mentality of Chris Paul. Coach said, when you play against Chris, you need to be focused at the highest level. He knows every detail and situation. And if you aren't matching him in that, then you're fighting an uphill battle. Chris Paul has truly been a student of the game for a long time. Guys?
Thank you, David. Right wing. Here's Bay. The kick out to Sabonis. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Murray penetrating. Here's Drummond. And at last, they get one to fall.
Hey, man among boys on the offensive glass. Andre Drummond picks up a lot of extra points this way.
Here's Bosch. Connects on the open J.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Rozier. Here's Bay. Into the lane. Here's Drummond. Shot clock at 5. Nice D from Bosch.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Up pass to Bosch. That one no good. The Pistons trailing. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Drills the three-pointer.
A good decision maker. Rozier takes and makes the shot he's comfortable with.
Here's Paul, and it's sent back by Drummond. Out to the right wing. Back to Murray. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
To the left side wing. Wasted no time on that one.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
He takes it in, and Oladipo pulls it down.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
The eyes of Chris Paul. He's always had tremendous vision.
Murray with it. Jones covering. Back to Murray. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. Here's Rozier. Sabonis feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. Murray, good. And that's now 7 points for Jamal Murray.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
And then Jones with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. It's going to send Jamal Murray to the line. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. Free throw good, Murray. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's Paul with the ball for the Grizzlies. Pass to Craig. Fires the three. That one's not going to go. And the Pistons now going the other way. Ring shot on the way. Bosch grabs the miss.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Jones for three. Rebound, Detroit. Now Rozier. Guarded by Oladipo. The putback. Hero. Some solid defense from Bosch. It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking. We'll take. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
Here's Hayes. Here he goes. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Deflects the pass. And so the ball is out of bounds. Rozier touched it last.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Stolen by Brooks. Fast break, Memphis. Doumbouya gets a wide open look. Triple from the wing.
And there's typically going to be some space when you're out in transition and you do just kind of venture out to that three-point line.
Pass to Noel. The three. They get it again. On the wing, Granger. From outside the arc. And it's Melton with the rebound.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Back to Brooks. And he uses the glass on the layup. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Memphis.
They're doing a great job defensively down low. They've already racked up a lot of blocks. They've established an intimidation factor early in this one.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Hayes up top. No points in the game yet for him. To the right side. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Granger. Over to the wing. They need this. Drains the three-pointer.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
In the corner, Granger with it. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Doumbouya. And the jam by Doumbouya.
Brooks' mental game, great anticipation on that steal.
Pass to Noel. In the corner, Granger with it. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Grizzlies have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there. Well, you know, teams look for +6s, players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
Pass to Brooks. With the drive. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Out to the right wing. Shot to stop the run. Hachimura, no good. Memphis leading by 11. Here's Melton. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Doumbouya pulls it in.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback. Hachimura's got 5.
And his coaches and teammates love that. They want Hachimura getting after it more on that offensive glass.
And stolen by Murray. Pass to Granger. And he drives in. And it's Granger with the jam.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
That's a 2 from Paul. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we've reached halftime in this one. Memphis out in front as they end the second quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Pistons trailed by 10. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Rozier. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The upward explosiveness of Andre Drummond, almost impossible to stop on the putback.
Poor decision there to heave the ball so far down the court. I mean, there's plenty of better places to go with it.
And Jones sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Murray left side. Pass to Bay. The Pistons working the ball around now. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Rozier. Drummond trying to get himself free. And it's Terry Rozier with a 3. Rozier's got 6.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
Basket good.
This is light work for Oladipo. If the D doesn't force him out of that area, they're done.
Now here's Murray. He's got 10. Pass to Rozier. And it's Rozier again missing.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Outside Bosch. Good work there as it goes. And now it's a 9-point Grizzly lead.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Pass to Rozier. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Rozier's got 6 points in the quarter.
Never shy about shooting the rock. We've seen Rozier go off in the playoffs before. He loves the limelight.
The drive by Bosch. He can't get it to go. Good D by Drummond. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Pistons. They trail by 6. Pass to Bosch. Ball outside. Bosch, the screen. Driving the lane. And then Bosch with the jam.
It's hard to figure out Chris Paul because he's so shifty off pick and rolls.
Inside. Paul with the steal. Jones, no one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pistons trailed by 8 and taken away by Paul. Pass to Oladipo. Here's Craig. Bosch, the screen. A pass to Bosch. Up high to stop the alley-oop. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly, born and raised.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort and he brings the energy.
Back to Rozier. Takes a 3. The shot that time not on target. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Oladipo, and the layup's good off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Grizzly lead.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed. How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please, that's terrible.
And that one's good by Bosch.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Pass to Bay. Fires the 3. That shot missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The drive by Paul. Outside Bosch. There's the steal. Murray for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Murray's got 13.
The rhythm, the timing. When Murray is in sync, that pull-up jumper is a thing of beauty.
And so it's Memphis heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Here's Paul. It's on target from the high post. Paul's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Grizzlies. Pass to Rozier. There's the 3. And another 3 for Detroit.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? clubs answering each other from range.
Taken away by Hayes. It's a bonus with the drive. The rejection by Paul.
And I'll tell you, Chris Paul is sneaky this way. He has great timing.
Granger, good.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
Pass to Craig. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Astonagi lets it go from 14. And he makes that one. Aji's got his first points of the game.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
And it's Harrell missing.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Going inside. Here's Melton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. No good on the free throw. Detroit making a switch here. Good on the second free throw. Well, here you sit, Smitty, at the broadcast table. Is there anything you notice about the game now that you didn't notice when you were playing?
Yes, Kevin. I mean, seriously, I did not know how much Kevin Harlan ate between games and during games. It is unreal. The before, the during, and after. You are a champ, Kevin, to be able to eat that much and to do your job.
Pass to Noel. Lets it go with a 3. Kicks it out to Granger. Fires for 3. It's good from long range. Granger's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Detroit. Driving to the basket. Here's Brooks. That one misses. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline. And you want them taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Detroit with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. To the wing right side. 3-pointer. And no good.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
Rebound by Harrell.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
Here's Granger. That one doesn't go. It's his 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. .105 left in the 4th quarter. And the jam by Doumbouya.
Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
And they're desperately trying to get this game back within reach.
And with very little time to spare.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. There's 53 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Both teams deciding to change it up. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the Pistons talked to his team during the break. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Here's Paul. And that one goes long. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. 7-point differential. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
The word you hear most about Granger is efficient. Good from mid-range, draws a lot of fouls, can score even when the D has all of his attention.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And an intentional foul right there. And the Grizzlies with possession. They've led by as many as 14 points. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
The combination of shooting and speed Oladipo provides this team is invaluable. And his hunger to keep getting better, also impressive.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Drummond, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
A nightly double-double machine. Andre Drummond gives you reliable production.
And he commits the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job. Want to keep fueling that lead. Make your free throws.
For 3, Murray doesn't go for him. Here's Craig. And so the Grizzlies take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony.
I won't go down platinum so I'm on a road like a traveler. Hold the boy, they don't catch me up. Energies, bro, I got the ain't shit one. I told my young G, make sure you save some in case the rain comes. They wanna us, so they really wanna save us, but who can I trust? Who can I trust? Paraness. Oh, and got P cause I'm madness. If you get caught, that's bad luck. Who can I trust? Who can I trust? Paraness. Oh, London City got bad luck. If you get caught, that's hey. We be out here to the done. The youngers are overly up. Don't come around here with your and get where I'm from. Get lost, never found where I'm from. See, we have few options. So man, them the stop. What next? Turn your old block or up mess. Politician ain't bothered. Then I wing all boxed in. Bros outside check a shop and informer. Watch them like Ofsted. Then they turn myth like notness. Synopsis, and I put trust in no one. Man, I don't know who the ops is. Who can I trust? Who can I trust? Paranoid. Oh, and got P cause I'm madness. If you get caught, that's bad luck. Who can I trust? Who can I trust? Paranoid. Oh, London City got bad luck. If you get caught, that's hey. On a grand 24s, don't sleep much. Got juice in a bit, still I do raw. Man, I move John Cena. Girl, she wear a keeper. Do you love me when I pull up on a beamer? Makes your hand see clearer. Out in the jungle like Bagheera. I know what I see in a mirror. Back when I never had heating, I didn't believe him. Man believed in my speakers. Now I'm in a public speaking. Nowadays life got meaning. Bad mind don't wanna see this. Who can I trust? Who can I trust? Paranoid. Oh, and got P cause I'm madness. If you get caught, that's bad luck. Who can I trust? Who can I trust? Paranoid. Oh, London City got bad luck. If you get caught, that's hey. Who can I trust? Who can I trust? Paranoid. Oh, London City got bad luck. If you get caught, that's bad luck. Who can I trust? Who can I trust? Paranoid. Oh, and got me cause I'm madness.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. What's poppin'? I can pass that like Stockton. Just joshing. I'ma spend this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them. Sports in the top 10. I could put the ball in the end zone, put it in the friend zone. Sound like an intro jet song, give me that tempo. Told Pooh he a fool. Told her don't let her friends know. In the Ville and I move like a dime. Eating fettuccine at Vincenzo's. Me and my amigos got that free on the West Coast. Yeah, I'm talking about dark hair, look like she go. She do. Hometown hero, feeling myself, can't my ego. She heard of my, she said, babe, does it does. Certified hang around us and she learning my lingo. Back then wasn't worried about me though. In the gym trying to work on my free throw. Spending money at the club like Sam's. Yes ma'am. She a little but she don't put this on the ground. Little boys trying to diss on the ground. Hey, I can't switch on the fan. It's how I hit the switch on the fan. This where my head is. I feel resentment from every direction. Even some homies be wearing expressions. I be discouraged from sharing my blessings. We used to share a connection. Now it just feels like it's wearing and stretching. I'm getting real sick of taking advice from people that never could stare at reflections. Somewhere in there is a lesson. Y'all ain't evolving, it's very depressing. I'm at the club with the basketball team. Me and the Cardinals are sharing this section. Gotta cherish the present. I'm drinking water and got a career and I'm very invested. Some people call it a scary obsession. I like to call it a passion. I can't be sitting relaxing. PG, we getting some traction. I'm at the venue, it's packed in. I'm digging her accent. I got a BB Simon belt on me and she tryna. That's my type of distraction. That's my type of she Latin. Got my own flow and I'm about to get a patent. Brand new sheets for the bed they satin. Y'all wasn't tuned in back then. My swag they keep jacking. I ain't doing no verse, quit asking. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I can pass that like Stockton. Just joshing. I'ma spend this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them.